Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am doing my technically third but kind of second video in a series that I started a very long time ago. I really do just want to pick up all my series and things that I was doing on my channel, and that is my Back to Basics series. And the first one, I will put it here. It'll also be down in the description box for you. It was a remake of my very first video that I did on YouTube. The very first one is horrible and god-awful and it's embarrassing, so don't go watch it, and it's so long and so rambly. But the second one I did was like a much more condensed, better version of it, and basically I'm just kind of going back to basics and analyzing the kind of foundation and root of different brands and comparing them to one another to see like maybe if it would help you and like maybe I like this brand a little bit better than this one, or I want to try this one because of that. So today we're going to be talking about 3 different brands, and we're just going to get into the packaging and the amount and price and that kind of stuff. So the first brand we're going to be looking at is Zoya, and this is how their bottle looks. It's kind of like a squarish, rounded type of bottle. It is a shorter bottle. It is in comparison. I've got an Essie here. Essie and Zoya are about the same height. The Zoya is just a teeny tiny bit taller, but for all like purposes really I would say that they're about the same height. So Zoya is a shorter bottle. It still does have 0.5 fluid ounces, and when I checked their website, they are $10 now on the Zoya website. So Pixie Dust and the regular polishes are $10. But I checked Beauty Brands and Ulta's website, and they're still showing us $9. And I'm sure you can go on Amazon and eBay and find it cheaper places. But I was surprised that they upped the price on Zoya's website. The next one we're going to be looking at is Color Club, and these are also 0.5 fluid ounces, and it is a square shape. They do have white lids now. They did change their packaging. This is what an old Color Club looks like. So again, it's the same square bottle, but it had like a black lid, and they changed the design on the top as well. The black had like a flower design, and now they have like a C, their little logo for Color Club. Again, so the bottles though stayed the same. But so this is like, again, now what their packaging looks like. Again, it's 0.5 fluid ounces. It is a taller bottle, and these retail for $8.50. On the Color Club website, they're $8.50, but on websites like Head to Toe Beauty, Trans Design, they're in the $3.25 to $3.50 range. And I'm sure you can find it on Amazon and eBay too. And the last polish that we're going to be comparing today is Finger Paints. And Finger Paints is kind of a rounder style bottle with a black cap. This is also 0.5 fluid ounces, and these are exclusive to Sally Beauty Supply. And you can't get them anywhere else. I'm sure you can find them online, but in terms of like a store, it's only going to be Sally Beauty Supply. And I'm sorry, I've got a sticker on this, but they've also changed their packaging as well, but it's been a couple years now. But for any of you that have like older polishes, the bottle and the lid is exactly the same. They just changed their logo on the front. Oh, and I forgot to mention that these retail for $5.49 at Sally Beauty Supply stores, but if you have a Sally Beauty Club card, then they are a bit cheaper. I can't remember exactly what the price is, so I'll pop it on the screen. And obviously just by looking at it, you can tell that this is a taller bottle as well. I know I kind of touched on this already, but I'm going to just talk about it just a little bit more. As far as availability goes, I'm sure you can find all of these online, you know, Amazon, eBay, those types of websites, you'll be able to find them. Zoya, in terms of retail stores though, these are a little bit more difficult to find. You can't just go into any store and find them. Like Zoya's, you can find at Ulta. You can also find them at Beauty Brands. Or you can go online to their website, Zoya.com, and you can buy their polishes from there as well. But they're not as readily available as like OPI or China Glaze, where they're kind of all over the place. Zoya's are a little bit more difficult to find. And the same goes for Color Club. Color Clubs you can find really like the only retail store is at like the beauty, like for the Bed Bath & Beyonds that have like the more expansive beauty section, like the Harmon's beauty section. There you can get Color Clubs, but I think that's really like the only retail store where you can find them. I don't know of any others, but you can get them on headtotoebeauty.com, Trans Design, a lot of those more discounted nail polish websites. They do have it there. You can also buy it from colorclub.com. And again, you know, other websites to search for as well. And then like I mentioned, Finger Paints is exclusive to Sally Beauty. They are a little bit cheaper, so that's nice. And you know, it's, again, you can find them online, but you're not going to be able to go to other retail stores to find them. All right, color ranges. So these are kind of an interesting mix. I want to talk about finger paints first because since it is only a exclusive brand, it's a smaller line in general. They have their core line at Sally's that they always have, and they do have new collections that come out, but the collections are typically only 6 polishes. So there's 6, you know, they're smaller collections, a smaller core line, which makes sense because it's not like a brand that's sold all over the place, so they can't have expansive colors. The colors they do have, though, I think it's a pretty good range. They do have neons, they do have brights, they have darkers, they've got glitters, they've got like a whole different gamut of finishes. And when they came out with the new packaging, they also completely reformulated their polishes, and they are much, much, much better than they used to be, and I've had a lot of success with the finger paints that I've tried. So while it doesn't have every single color under the rainbow, I can't hold that against them because they're a smaller brand and they can't really do that. But the ones that they do have, I do give them props because I feel like they do try to do a fairly good job at coming out with different colors. Zoya, I feel, also has a very strong color collection. They don't really have neons though, or like super brights. I do think they tend to re-promote colors a lot. They do have, you know, obviously like all colors of the rainbow are available, but I just wish that they would be a little bit more bold and a little bit more adventurous with their collections. A lot of times when I see their collections now, I'm just kind of like, eh. Maybe there's one polish in the collection I like, but I don't feel like I have to go buy them. I feel they're very standard salon type of colors, and I just wish that they would be a little bit more out there. Having said that though, their Pixie Dusts, which are their textured polishes, I think are very nice, very good formulas, and they do have a lot of colors, and they even, like, just with their current summer collection, 6 of that collection is, I think it's called Seashells. Those are all textured polishes. So I do have to give them at least that because they are still coming up with more textured polishes and things like that, where a lot of brands really aren't doing that so much anymore. So I think that's pretty cool for them to do that. So they do have their own like unique style and signature. I just wish it was a little bit more bold. Now we get to talk about Color Club colors. If you guys have watched my videos more than maybe even just one, you know that I love Color Club. Color Club has amazing colors. They have great collections. They're doing different things. They're hollow, they're halo hues. Oh, amazing. So pretty. I think some of the best hollows on the mainstream market. Just gorgeous colors. They have great neons, they've got great pastels, they've got great darker shades. They just have so many beautiful colors. They are not afraid to take risks. They come out with like different type of polishes all the time, and just the color range is just amazing. The neons they come out with and the bright colors that they come out with, I can't get enough Color Club. And I know I'm kind of singing their praises right now, and this is just my opinion, but I love how bright and different and out there a lot of their colors can be. They've done so many collections that are different. They had like the cookies and cream, which is kind of like really, really fine crellies, and they had some last year that were like glow in the dark glitter topper kind of things. Then they've got like the poppy, like the pop chalk that just came out not too long ago, which is like the mattes, but they're like bright mattes. So I personally haven't seen a whole lot of bright mattes. You see like more muted mattes, but these are like bright colored mattes. And they came out with the sheers. I know OPI and Essie did too, but like they're not behind the times, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And another thing too that I just saw by doing some research online, Color Club's website, they have an insane amount of colored stripers too. I didn't know they had so many. I think they were like $4.50-ish a piece, but they had so many different colors. They had like 6 pages of colored stripers, so I thought that's really cool too, because a lot of brands don't have that. Okay, I will get off of my Color Club soapbox now. I get excited when I talk about Color Club because I love them so much. In terms of formula, I do feel that all 3 brands are pretty consistent across the board. Of course, you're going to get duds in any polish brand. It's just going to happen. Some are going to have better formulas than others, but as a whole, I really do feel that all 3 brands are pretty consistent with their formulas and pretty consistent with having good formulas. The glitters can kind of be hit or miss here or there, but again, that's just kind of the nature of a glitter polish. But in terms of like their creams, metallics, shimmers, those types of polishes, jellies even, they're good on most polishes. And then the last thing we're going to look at is the brushes. So I've got a Zoya brush here first. Again, it has a very short lid to hold on to. The cap is short, and then the stem is also pretty short, and the bristles are round, and where it's pinched in at the ferrule, it is round as well. So Zoya really does have a skinnier brush and not as many bristles as I see in some other brands. The Zoya one does make me think in similar terms to a China Glaze brush. The Color Club brush also makes me think of a China Glaze brush. It's very similar to it. This one does have a taller cap though to hold on to. It has a medium-sized stem, I would say, and the bristles are round, and where it pinches in at the ferrule, it is round as well. And this brush looks a little bit more fuller than the Zoya brush does, but still it's, you know, not a super thick brush. And one thing Finger Paints did do when they came out with their new, when they reformulated and all that, they did change their brushes, and I love Finger Paints brushes. They do have a nice size cap for you to hold on to. The stem seems a bit short though, but not difficult or anything. But it does have more of a paddle style type of brush. So the brush is fuller, you have more bristles. All three of these are blunt cuts at the top, so they're just cut straight across. And if you see down at the ferrule, it's not round, it's actually more of like an oval paddle shape. So this is more of a paddle style brush. And just so you can see all three side by side, you can see that the Finger Paints lid does have a lot more bristles and is a lot fuller than the Zoya and the Color Club. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the Finger Paints brush isn't quite as full as an OPI brush. It's a little bit skinnier. I really do like that though, because it's full, but it's not too full. And again, these I don't hate, but they are a little bit trickier sometimes with application. So that was all I had for my comparison of these three brands. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what brands you want me to do. I'm thinking about doing like one maybe just dedicated to Sally Hansen because of all the different types that there are. And I'm thinking about maybe doing the same thing for Wet n Wild. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what brands you think I should put together in a video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace, love, and polish. Bye.